This is Backstage with Bart, and once again, we're taking a deep dive into getting out of your comfort zone. And today's episode is entitled Sticky Fingers. Always remember, life is, can be, and should be illogical. And so, what I want to present to you today is a challenge from this this deck of cards that I have that really helps us get out of our comfort zone. If you recall the previous podcast, we talked about creating a gratitude list and doing things, recognize things we're grateful for, and showing value in the gratitude. Well, today's challenge is discomfort. Yes. So think about this. Even mild discomfort can teach you a lot about the way your mind works. Take a deep dive into that for just a moment. Even mild discomfort can teach you a lot about the way your mind works. And I'm a huge advocate, huge component of the fact that truly it is mind over matter. And many people jokingly say, if it's mind over matter, if you don't mind, I don't matter. But the truth of it is, your mind controls 95% of nearly everything that occurs in your world. That other 5% is that intangible piece. So we talk a lot about mindset, and that's what I really want to get across. I don't care if you have a job, if you're in school, if you're in middle school, high school, college, if you're retired, if you're trying to create your own business world, if you're trying to venture into something new, if you're going to a gym for the first time or starting a diet or whatever it is, mindset is the key. And the best way to really come about and parallel that into a whole different atmosphere, a whole different stratosphere, is to embrace the fact that you need to experience discomfort. You need to become somewhat uncomfortable with the world around you. So, the challenge is, again, it's entitled Sticky Fingers. The challenge is to cover your hands and face in honey and don't touch anything for an hour. The difficulty level on this challenge is medium. Once again, cover your hands and face in honey and don't touch anything for an hour. You might say, Bart, why the hell would I do that? It's teaching you how to accept discomfort. Now, here's their why behind this challenge. Because there's something horrible about having a sticky face and hands. Well, I certainly think there is. Sitting around without being able to use your hands for a while is a great way to train your mind. It gives you a chance to watch out for any negativity that crops up in your head and to try your best to stay positive in spite of the circumstances you find yourself in. Let's break that down just a little bit more. It gives you a chance to watch out for any negativity. How? Because you're sitting around for an hour without being able to use your hands. Remember, your hands and your face are full of honey. And what's going to happen? That honey is going to start to dry. And then you're also trying your best to stay positive in spite of the circumstances you find yourself in. So what do you think about that? Think about being sitting there with honey all over your face, in your hands, and not being able to do anything. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me to put myself into that scenario, but guess what? I'm going to do it. So here's the how. Here's how you do this. Get some honey or something else sticky, but please don't use glue. I would say honey, and cover your face and hands in it. Before you start this exercise, this is critical. Set an alarm on your phone for 1 hour. You won't forget, you won't cheat. Um, and also, you won't be covering your phone in honey. And then you just sit there and patiently wait. See, the whole lesson of patience and waiting also is something absolutely phenomenal, incredible. Take this to another level, if you will. I want you to also do something else. You really want to get out of your comfort zone and really want to create a mindset where you're starting to unwrap, unwire, unpackage all that subconscious stuff you've had built up for years. I don't care if you're 12 years old, 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, 92 years old. How much junk you have in the back of your mind in that subconscious, you need to start to declutter it. Here's another way. Now, I was born left-handed predominant, but when I was in elementary school, true story, first grade, my elementary teacher would not allow me to write left-handed. So I learned how to write right-handed. I do everything else left-handed. And so having to learn to do something outside my comfort zone at that young of an age, I didn't really know why I had to do it. She had some religious beliefs that left-handed people were possessed, I think, seriously. But also, we're in the formative stage when you're 6 years of age. But think of yourself now as a teenager, a young adult, an adult, and you've got one predominant hand, right or left. I want you to start brushing your teeth with your less predominant hand. Just like sitting there with the honey and sticky all over your face. Think about this. Try it. Try it and see, and start to see how your mind starts to work differently. Try eating with the opposite hand. And if you want to take it to a really higher level, order out some Chinese food and eat with chopsticks in your less dominant hand. That could be real fun. Get a bib. The whole purpose is to really start thinking about doing things outside your comfort zone. And when you do things outside your comfort zone, such as sitting with honey on your face and on your hands for a solid hour and not being able to do anything, that starts to rewire that whole synthesis process of how you think, how you reason, and it starts to break down the negativity. You see, one of the things that we are attracted to, every one of us, even at the birth, we're attracted to, is negativity. How many times as a child were you told no? If you have a young child at home, how many times do you tell them no? If you have a pet and that pet does something, maybe the cat scratches the fabric on the sofa, or maybe the dog, pees in the corner or something, and you reprimand them, tell them, no, 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 no. Not only are they absorbing the negativity, but so are you, because you are feeding your own negativity at that time. Now, I'm not saying that you give the dog treats for peeing in the corner, not at all, but you rethink how you react to that. And you relook at how you can make things a teaching moment, and a teaching moment for yourself as well. Because, guys, there's so much we have out there, and negativity is something that, once again, we are attracted to. We might say we're not, but we are attracted to it because it's so much more intriguing. If you watch the news, and I love the people in journalism, have so much incredible respect for them, I don't watch the news. Why? Because it's usually bad stuff. Someone got shot, someone had a wreck, there's a war going on, there's a pandemic taking place, the stock market is crashing, somebody is suing somebody, it's on and on. Instead, I feed myself with positivity. I look for things that really inspire me, and I find inspirational stories to really relate to. And that's how you start to reprogram your mind and declutter it so you can get out of that comfort zone and you can start creating the results in your life that you deserve. One of the things I want you to really start doing, I want you to really start thinking about this. Stop saying, "This is what I want." Stop saying, "This is what I need." Stop saying, "This is what I desire." Instead, "This is what I deserve." If you're considering buying a new car, that's what you deserve. If you're thinking about buying some new clothes, that's what you deserve. If you're thinking about going out to eat, that's what you deserve. If you're thinking about going on a trip, that's what you deserve. Now, I want to invite you to really tune into what I do here at Backstage with Bart, because the population I reach out to, my population I'm so passionate about, are the people in the art world, artists. And that's why I call it Backstage with Bart, because you can't get to the center stage without going through backstage. And what I love about artists is that is their passion, and almost nothing can stand in their way. But if I can help them and show them and provide them a community where they are so supportive and they have the ability to follow their passion without compromising their artistic pursuits, then that's what I'm doing. That's my passion, my why. Same thing true is for you. If you're looking to create something different in your life, this is the place to come. I have a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group entitled Artists as Entrepreneurs. If you are an entrepreneur, if you're someone considering that, if you're looking to make some type of change in your life, join that private group, because what we do there is share with you things that have helped us through some real tough times, how we can overcome struggles. Also, we do some teaching out there too, and show you some things, show you some ways that you don't have to necessarily, run from being a bartender to a busboy to being on stage, or from being on tour to wonder what you're going to do for the next 6 months and how you're going to pay rent. We talk about that because that's creating a lifestyle, and it's all about that lifestyle. So please join me on Backstage with Bart. I'm going to be here again tomorrow with another one. This is Sticky Fingers. Once again, guys, go out and cover your hands and face in honey, and do not touch anything for an hour. I want to hear your comments. Take pictures, post them in the private group. Join that private group. Hit the subscribe button here on YouTube, and hit that bell so you'll know when I go live, because there's different times during the day that I'll be doing that. I have another podcast partner. He and I have got something really special set up for Thursday evening, Central Time US, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. You're not going to want to miss that, so stay tuned. Set that alert so you will be part of it. But in the meantime, once again, remember, even mild discomfort can teach you a lot about the way your mind works. Go out and make it an amazing day. Remember, life can be, and should be illogical. And how illogical is it to cover your face and hands with honey? And if you want to be really illogical and take it to another level, cover your arms and legs and then see what happens. I want to hear your results. This is Bart. My pleasure to be backstage with you.